Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are, all hanging in there right now for Bitcoin and crypto. And we saw, right, Bitcoin yesterday was bouncing back up, same with Ethereum, and many altcoins yesterday were in fact bouncing back up. Now, today, of course, I want to give you guys a little update what is happening right now with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is still holding very, very strong today, and a lot of altcoins are still holding pretty well today as well. And I actually want to show you guys, some inflows that are in fact happening right now for, Bitcoin ETFs, because the inflows today for the Bitcoin ETFs are actually crazy. So I will talk about that. And as usual, I want to show you guys some Bitcoin charts. So let me show you guys what is happening right now with Bitcoin. So you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin right now holding strong at 57,700. So Bitcoin yesterday was pumping. Today it's still slightly pumping. Okay, at one point it was actually up at above $58,000. You guys can just clearly see that. Okay, around 58,500. Okay, having a slight drop right now, below $58,000. It's now 57K. Okay, but still holding very, very strong. You guys can just clearly see that. Altcoins today are looking pretty good as well. If you guys haven't seen, okay, yesterday, a lot of altcoins yesterday were bouncing back up. We saw a lot of altcoins pumping, 5%, 10%, even some over 10%. Yeah, like yesterday was amazing for altcoins. Okay, and Bitcoin and Ethereum yesterday were pumping like over 4%, pretty much 5%. So yesterday was pretty good. Today, it's looking pretty good still. Okay, Bitcoin up, 2%, Ethereum up, over 1%. And a lot of altcoins today are still in the greens, okay, for the past 24 hours. So alts today are still looking pretty good, okay? It really, really is. And overall, the market today is up over 2%, almost 3%. And the global crypto market cap is now sitting at 2.11 trillion. Okay, so everything today, just like yesterday, still holding very, very strong. Okay, and it's great to see that Bitcoin is, bouncing back up right now, because at one point we saw Bitcoin at about, $53,000, okay, about 2 days ago. So it's great to see Bitcoin, bouncing back up from all the, dumping that has in fact been happening for the past few days. Now, this is what I want to talk about, okay. Spot Bitcoin ETF see record inflows after, the July dip. Okay, so what happened, a couple of days ago, we know what exactly has in fact been happening with, Bitcoin, why Bitcoin was in fact dumping, Mount Gox, and of course the German government, okay, selling a whole bunch of Bitcoin, which obviously caused Bitcoin and the crypto market to dump even more, right? So obviously, okay, that happened. But I just want to show you guys some of these inflows that have in fact been happening right now for these Bitcoin ETFs. So Bitcoin ETFs saw $143 million in inflows yesterday, which is absolutely insane, guys. $143 million. Okay, that is absolutely insane. And check this out. Fidelity Bitcoin ETF investors bought the dip in a big way with $117 million in inflows. Okay, and this marks their largest daily inflow since early of June, right? So obviously, guys, okay, this is crazy. Okay, this is like the craziest inflow that is in fact happening right now for these Bitcoin ETFs. They are obviously taking advantage of this dip, which is obviously amazing to see, guys. Okay, and of course, a lot of institutions out there are obviously buying into Bitcoin ever since the Bitcoin ETFs were approved. Okay, early this year, 2024, in January, right? Obviously, ever since then, a lot of these institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity have in fact been buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin. We know that, guys, right? So this is obviously, very, very bullish to see, of course, right? But yeah, let's get into these Bitcoin charts, starting off with this one. And this one's actually pretty interesting. And it seems like, we will in fact see another, run up for Bitcoin very, very soon. I really do believe this is going to be the last correction, this last pullback. Okay, massive pullback before we actually see a huge pump and rally up to the upside. So it says here, Bitcoin faker is seen again in 2016, 2020, and in 2024. Bitcoin moved in the same pattern. Besides 2020, Bitcoin faker was seen below the trend line. After reclaiming above trend line, a bull run follows. So you can just clearly see, okay, in previous times, like I said, 2016 and 2020, right, we have in fact seen this fake out, okay, and of course we had reclaiming this, reclaiming Bitcoin above this trend line, okay, and then a bull run does in fact follow right after that. Okay, so you also clearly see we recently just had a fake out. Bitcoin is pretty much reclaiming this trend line, and it will obviously have a bull run very, very soon. And we know in general, guys, Bitcoin is obviously going to have a bull run. We know a bull run is coming. Okay, so understand, guys. Okay, we haven't seen anything yet, right? And I really do believe, okay, towards the end of this year, 2024, we will see Bitcoin, right, reaching new highs, 6 figs, 100K at least. Okay, I've been telling you guys that many times. But yes, Bitcoin is still holding the weekly super trend, right? So you have to just clearly see, okay, this uptrend that Bitcoin has in fact been forming ever since early of 2023. This uptrend will continue. I really want you guys to understand that. Okay, this uptrend that we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin for almost 2 years now. Okay, coming up to 2 years, hasn't been 2 years. Yeah, it's been like pretty much over a year, but coming up to 2 years now, this uptrend will continue, guys. Okay, mark my words, right? So if we really think about it, looking at this uptrend, since we did in fact have this pretty decent pullback, okay, for Bitcoin, this is obviously a great time right now to buy Bitcoin. I've been telling us that many times. Ever since, Bitcoin was in fact having a dip, I've been telling us many times that this is right now the perfect time to buy and to accumulate as much Bitcoins as you possibly can. Okay, so that is that. But yes, Bitcoin, okay, bull market progress, pretty much 40%, and you guys can just clearly see we are in fact about to enter a next bull run, and of course the next bull cycle / bull market, right? So understand, I really want you guys to, prepare yourselves. So what is truly coming for Bitcoin and crypto? Okay, because yes, Bitcoin will skyrocket, Ethereum will skyrocket, and yes, many other altcoins in the market will pump like crazy. We know alt season is obviously coming. Okay, so a lot of altcoins will pump, including Bitcoin. So understand, guys, we are in fact, getting closer and closer and closer to the next upcoming bull market. Okay, so I really want you guys to DCA now, to buy now as much as you possibly can before we see another run up to the upside, because trust me, it is coming. Okay, we will easily see Bitcoin reaching new highs, very, very soon. This is obviously not financial advice, so always, do your own research. Okay, but that is that. Okay, but yes, this tweet is very, very interesting. Okay, if you bought Bitcoin yesterday, you're up 7% today. Don't get liquidated or scared about dips. Corrections are a gift, and that is very, very true. If you guys simply bought Bitcoin just yesterday, okay, you will be up, 7% today. Okay, so understand, guys, okay, corrections, pullbacks, crashes, dips, whatever you want to call it, are a gift. We should always take this as an opportunity. Every single time we see Bitcoin dipping, crashing, or your favorite altcoin dipping or crashing, right? In general, the crypto market, if we see the market crashing, having pullbacks, having dumps and whatnot, right, having red days, we should really take it, okay, as an opportunity to buy more. Okay, because you guys can clearly see, right, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, the market was absolutely collapsing. Everyone was panicking. Everyone was freaking out. But just yesterday, including today, Bitcoin is bouncing back up. Same with Ethereum and other altcoins, right? Like, look at it. As I showed you guys, a lot of altcoins for the past 24 hours, right, are in fact in the greens. You guys can just clearly see that. And yesterday, it was much better, right? Because we saw a lot of these altcoins up over like 5%, some 10%, over 10%, right? So understand corrections are in fact a gift. Okay, and we should really take this, these corrections, these pullbacks as an opportunity to buy more, right? So that's that, guys. Okay, but guys, yes, Bitcoin, okay, holding and trading at 57,800. Okay, still looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin. I will, obviously keep you guys updated what's going to happen with Bitcoin in the next upcoming few days. So stay tuned for that. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. That, I really will appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.